things are getting more and more intense. There's a lot of energy going in right now. I feel like there's a lot of things going on with the collective, and of course, we have a bunch of earthquakes that are happening everywhere, some big ones, and we got a lot of solar activity that we need to get into. So, by all means, of course, welcome on everyone in. Joe Sky here, back at it again with another update. So, welcome on everyone. Joe Sky here. So, we got two big earthquakes. One of them in Taiwan, it was a 6.6. And by the way, for those who don't know, there's been a lot of solar activity going on. There was a big M class solar flare that hit, and of course, we've had a coronal hole. We still have a coronal hole facing us. It's been like this for nearly 10 days. It's been very intense activity, and I did say after that coronal hole activity, there's probably going to be a lot of earthquakes and things like that, and there has been. There's even been some volcanoes that have been erupting as well. The next one's in Peru, a 6.2. That's very intense. Um, Japan has had earthquakes. So there's just been earthquakes pretty much everywhere. Um, Oklahoma just got hit with a couple of them. Overall, it's been pretty intense. Alaska's been getting some. There's been pretty strong earthquakes everywhere. Let's take a look at the Italian Schumann resonance. So you know it's been intense the last few days and literally like the entire week. But for now, things are calm. And I'm starting to think that those, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's like these weird lines, like the ghost lines. I think that's usually like when there's not much activity going on. Just showing you guys this. As you can see, the magnetic field again with some very strong, intense energy here. Besides that, going to the Schumann resonance, overall, a bunch of integration energy, and it looks like for right now into December 28th, it would definitely seem we got some energy coming in. Can't say it's too strong, I'm not gonna lie, but then this could just be weather or just integration energy, nothing too intense. It's been a very quiet December. Let's take a look at some solar activity now. KP just under 3. Now we got two big coronal holes. One of them that's finally moving away and not expanding. And of course we have this one on top, which it's big. It's, I guess it's growing a little larger, but overall it kind of seems to be splitting up. It looks very odd, by the way. I don't know if you guys can see, there's like a little tiny triangle above it. But overall, of course, I would say as you're watching this video, it's probably facing us. But as you can see on the left side, there's so much coming. And I believe next week, there's going to be some big sunspots and it's going to get crazy. Especially with the fact that we got a planetary alignment happening around January 10 or so. So we're definitely going to be really getting into some stuff. You're going to expect to see, you're going to see a lot of videos. There's going to be some really crazy things going on. So definitely stay on your toes. But overall, 4321 seems to be the only sunspot region of a concern right now. Has a stronger chance for X-class solar flare. Other than that, the magnetosphere, I think it was earlier today, or I was saying the 27th. It was just more like, I think it was like really active. But for right now, not too much, but there's definitely some activity going on. But nothing too intense. So overall, that is my report for you guys. I hope everybody's been doing well. I really appreciate everybody who's been watching the videos and whatnot. I've been keeping everybody updated. Again, there's quite a bit of things going on. There's a lot of earthquakes, um, coronal hole that's facing us, but I think next week it's going to get crazy. And of course, I have a bunch of videos that are upcoming. We have the January forecast. I'm going to be making a full moon video. And of course, I got to make a video for the planetary alignment. So it's been pretty wild of a 2025. Um, it's been very, very chaotic the last few months. And I feel like it's just been ramping up. So very interesting, very interesting. Many people are definitely feeling the ear ringing. People are definitely feeling the ascension. People are definitely feeling everything that's going on. And I think something really big here is this isn't making us ascend, this is assisting us in a way. So, all this stuff that's going on astrologically, solar energy, whatever, right? All this stuff I feel like is assistance. And I feel like we are, as time goes on, breaking limitations and bad patterns and anything that's just not of a high vibe. Everything is collapsing and breaking down and dissolving. And I really think that's what's going on, and that is why it's super hard. And we're sensitive people to this, right? We are sensitive. I don't know if that's the word, or empaths, or highly sensitive, or highly something. There's a word to it, right? We're pretty much like that, and we feel things, and it's all good. So don't feel like don't feel like you're alone. There's a lot of people that are energy sensitive. That's probably the right word. Highly energy sensitive beings. That's the good one, right? You guys just see that? I think it was a refresh. Looked very weird of a refresh or update. Um, by all means, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'll probably be doing some streams though, so get ready.